Okay, so today we're doing something new. I'm not scripting this video at all. I'm literally just gonna talk into the mic and hopefully it picks shit up and get monetized, I get views. And actually, I don't really care about the views or anything, but um, I'm not gonna have as much time as I usually do to, I guess, make content. So we're gonna have to go with this route. So, anyways, today's video is about Black Lagoon that I recently finished. Also, there's not going to be a lot of pictures or stuff in the background. It's mostly just gameplay. I bought a capture card off AliExpress, so we're just going to use that for now. This is a long intro. Let's just get into it. So, Black Lagoon. What is it? What is it? Let's read. Let's search that up. Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon. Japanese TV series came out in 2006. At least the manga series. I don't know about the actual animation. I think that's 2006. I think that's what they're referring to. It is an anime that I've always known about. You've seen the edits, the gifs of the main character Revi. Hold on, let me check if my audio is actually recording. Okay, the audio is fine. So yeah, you've seen the edits of Revi. She's, very hot, very badass, very cool. I definitely need my head in between her thighs, right? Funny enough, she isn't even. She's personally. I think there's other characters in the show that's even better looking. But like, that's that aside. Um, but no, she's awesome. And I've seen the edits, and I've always known about this anime. I just never watched it. Back in like grade 11, which is like 4 or 5 years ago now, I was trying to watch the show, I was trying to read the manga, but the manga is like a very wordy. It's like, and I have no problems with words. Like, words like I can read, like I read, but it's like when I'm going into something thinking it's gonna be one thing, but it's not that thing. It's like biting into. I got like Timbits the other day, and like I bit into one, and I thought it was like a honey dip one, which is cool. Like honey dip, like we like that. But I bit into it, and there was like blueberry like cherry inside that was like oozing out, and I was like, yeah, this is what it feels like to like not tell her that you're gonna come. Like this is bad. Anyways, so I hated it. But so I stopped reading it, and then I decided to watch it. So that out of the way, I watched it, and I know it's pretty well recognized anime. I'll try to edit out the clicks on my computer. I know it's a very well recognized anime, and like a lot of people love it, but like I just think it's overhyped. I think it's overhyped. Like people say it's a perfect 9 out of 10. I don't think it's that, but at the same time, it never was trying to be that. It wasn't trying to be the greatest new thing, right? It wasn't trying to. It's an anime with a bunch of badass women doing some badass shit while being hot at the same time, and that's cool. I like that, right? Bunch of badass bad bitches doing badass shit, right? Cool. But that's all it is. Now I do appreciate there's a depth to it, right? So we'll talk first about characters. The cast, some of the best cast I've ever seen. You have Dutch, which is kind of like the guy who oversees like the crew, and then the crew is Revi, and then you have Rock, kind of the main character, and then you have the hacker guy. I forgot his name. I'll see if I can find it. And then you have the hacker dude, and like that's kind of like their crew, and then they go do shit around the world and fucking I don't know. They don't save people because these are bad guys technically, right? I'm not gonna really go into depth of like what the anime is about entirely. I'm just gonna go into like what I think about it. If you want to watch it, I would say so. By the way, I'm not hating. I think this is a good show. I just think it's overhyped. Okay, character for character, this show is actually like it has an amazing cast. You have Bela, who is like this Russian mobster. Who, if you go into her backstory, it's very cool, very interesting. You have Revi, who has a very harsh and hard lifestyle. You have I think the, I think her backstory and the backstory of Roberta kind of cross over. There's a crossover there, if I remember, in their earlier lives. There's a crossover there, and about how they grew up. I think there was some stuff there, but like their backstory is very good. Like it goes in depth. On the surface, this is badass bad bitches doing badass shit, and then there's a little bit of romance with Rock and Revi, but like no, this show actually has something more to offer, and it shows that. My favorite episode, and I think it is the best episode, it's the arc where they go to Japan, where Rock is from, and they have to deal with like Yakuza there. And what happens is with Yakuzas, there's a lot of family. It's a family thing, right? They have different clans, we'll call them. And there was this girl who became the head of this clan because the former clan member, I don't know if he was, I think he was killed or something. So for whatever reason, this high school girl, because he's like the last one, she was like the last in the bloodline, becomes the head. And that arc was so good, and they gave me some of the best dialogue. Okay, so I found, and she gives some of the best dialogue that Rock will hear, and this is a turning point for Rock in this show. This is where a lot of the character growth happens, from this nervous, kind of indecisive guy, right? You know, some Fight Club shit, and then he kind of becomes something more because he finally puts his foot down and makes a decision about where his life is, right? You can't spend your life just floating around. And that was a very beautiful theme, and I think they touched upon it so well. Like, she was such an amazing character and such good dialogue. Now, the overall plot of the show isn't anything crazy. There's no really an end goal to any of these characters, and most of them realize there's no end goal. That you hear them say it all the time. They're basically dead men. They're walking around knowing that one day they're gonna die. It's basically the modern equivalent of like YNs. They know there's no end to this life. It only ends in pain and death and whatever. No one actually gets out. If you try to get out, you're probably gonna die. Episode to episode, it's basically them just going on different missions, and then, you know, you learn a little bit more about their backstory. So now let me answer the question, why is it overrated? Well, I honestly see this anime being rated 9 and 10. Let's go on my anime watch list. My anime list, or whatever it's called. Oh, I thought it was my anime watch list. Let's search up Black Lagoon. So the first one's rated 8. 8.03, 500,000 users did that. The second one is rated 8.17, which is, I have to take a shit. Hold on, let me pause the recording. Okay, I see why season 2 is ranked higher, because that is the Japanese arc, or where they go to Japan. So, and that was just such an amazing arc. Very good. But yeah, I think this anime is overhyped, because I hear people on TikTok saying this thing is like in their top 10, like your top 10 most watched anime, or top 10 like greatest anime of all time. Like, really? Like, why? And it's like, I don't know why. I think it's good. But here's the thing, I don't think it's bad. In fact, I think it's amazing. But I think it's amazing at what it's trying to do, which is be a badass anime with a bunch of badass bad bitches doing a bunch of badass shit. And that's it. And then the cream on top, for people who maybe enjoy media that's a little bit more, has a little bit more depth to it, they have really good backstory. But that's it. That's what this anime is trying to be. So that's why I think it's kind of overhyped. But it's definitely not bad. If I had to rank it based off my ranking, I know my top 2 favorite anime of all time are Code Geass and Welcome to the NHK. I don't know if that's 1 or 2, 2 or 1. I don't know which one's that. Recently, Welcome to the NHK has been at the 1. Sometimes it's at the 2. I don't know. But what I would say, I would rate it like based off season 1. Season 2, which was amazing, and the OVA, it's like a 5-season thing specifically about a certain character. The Maid, you've probably seen edits on her on TikTok. You've probably seen a bunch of gooners talking about her. I think I'd give like a 7, right? Because like realistically, to rank something, you have to rate something. You have to compare it to other things. I'd give like a 7, which I mean, like, it's not like crazy, because if you go on watch list, it's ranked an 8. Right, so I'm ranking it like 1 less than the average out of 500,000. I assume that's how they get that ranking. So it's like, yeah, I basically rank it where most people do. So maybe it's not, maybe it on the bubble that is my TikTok feed, it's overrated, but everywhere else, people are like, yeah, it's a cool little show. I'd give like a 7. I'd give like a 7. Yeah, like a 7.5. Like, yeah. I think 7.5. 7.5 is what I would give Black Lagoon. I'd give it a solid 7.5. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the video. That's the ranking. That's what I thought about the show. I thought it was cool. I really don't have much to say. This is all off the dome, so I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this shit out. I also speak with a lisp because I have fucking retainers in, like permanent ones. So like a lot of spitting has to be edited out too. Also, Chang's pretty cool. I like his character. And of course, I have to answer the question: who is the hottest character in this show? And I'm not. I think it's Bella Laika. I think so. I think that's the first time I've pronounced her name correctly because I'm actually reading it. I didn't know there was that many L's and that many A's in her name, but Bella Laika is definitely the hottest character for sure. For sure. I give her the one. I give her the one. Her the one. Roberta the two. Did you see that scene where Roberta is seducing that one dude? I put her at the two. I put Ida at Revi at the 3, Ida at the 4, and then the Asian girl at the 5. Shenhua. I put her at the 5. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, and the fucking twins, the crazy kid twins. Oh, that was fucking sick too. I fucking love that part. That shit was fucking gas. That was fucking nigga. That was dope. That was dope. I gotta chill on the and bomb. I think YouTube. I can't say the N word a lot because I think YouTube. I don't think they like that, so I can't say that much. I don't know. Hopefully you're still watching. I'm gonna end this video. This is the point where the music starts playing in, and then I slowly I fade out. You know, I'm gonna do that in DaVinci. I'm trying to learn DaVinci Premiere, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, these are gonna be some pretty low effort videos, even though the ones before were probably not that high effort. It's just me spinning off the dome. I'm very busy recently, especially with the fucking employment crisis that is Canada, especially in Ontario, especially for people my age, especially people in my degree that I'm specializing in. So try to get an internship, trying to make some money, try to make my dreams come true, even though I don't actually want to be an engineer. So we'll see how. I mean, we won't see. We will make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. My dreams will come true. I don't know about yours. Hopefully everyone watching, your dreams will come true. But you gotta work for it. You know, nothing in this world is given without sacrifice. So hopefully you're working towards your dreams. Hopefully this is a little bit of a dose to get you out of the the competitiveness that is life and under capitalism. But don't watch too much YouTube. Don't watch too much TikTok. You know, give yourself the biggest way to accomplish your dreams is clarity. You need clarity in life. You need to make sure that your head is clear, right? I think that's the biggest thing. I watched a video about it, and I think it's true. I don't think the biggest way to get ahead in life is like constant like goal setting and stuff, but I think it's clarity. It's time where your mind can simply relax without any videos, without any video games, without any music, just simply you and your brain. Not necessarily meditating, but simply existing. What is it like? You know, like, you have music constantly in your ear. It's like living your whole life with a soundtrack, you know? So yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a good night.